especially today if Cleveland beats Minnesota. If Cleveland beats Minnesota in a game that starts just over an hour, and no, we're not carrying it live, although we suggested we might want to. But if Cleveland beats Minnesota, then yeah, all the hard math is done, and it's literally Detroit just needs to play one game better than the Minnesota Twins. Now, I suppose it's possible. That means Detroit can't go 1-8 and Minnesota goes 0-9, and then somebody like Seattle could zoom past them. But they will have essentially put this thing to a point where they don't totally control their own destiny, but the math becomes really easy. And for a while there, what I mean by that is, do you remember how many times you heard the following? Well, if the Twins only play 500 baseball, the Tigers have to play 800 baseball for 2 months, and they can't possibly do that.
What does that mean?
Yeah, well, now they're a half game behind. And it's because the Tigers have 9 games left, the Twins have 10 games left, including the final game of the season. The Twins will play against the Cleveland Indians today, their last game with the Indians. The Tribe, the Gribe, the Guardians, whatever the hell they are. The Twins are going to play them for the final time today. Then they'll have 9 games left. If they lose that game, Tigers and Twins, same record. The math is easy. Just be 1 game better than them. In the meantime.
Well, I'm on board with that.
Yes, the Gators in favor of easy math. In the meantime, holy crap, they really are reeling in Kansas City, who's 2 games ahead of Detroit.
Funny what happens when you sweep a team.
Yeah. And now the Tigers are off to Baltimore for a huge weekend series. And I've readjusted my expectation. To me, that's a survival series. They have to survive that. If they survive that series, then they've got 6 home games to wrap up the season against Tampa and the White Sox. They don't have to play 800 baseball anymore, people. They just have to be, at this point, 2 games better than the Twins. But that could this game this afternoon feels like a huge one.
It is. This is a massive series. It starts with the first game with the Tigers against Baltimore is a big one, but the one this afternoon with Minnesota and Cleveland, it would really, really be unbelievable if Cleveland does win the game today. But this series against Baltimore, the Tigers, as much as I want to get ahead of myself and look, if they win the series, if they sweep, no, it's really about the first game. Can they get that done? Looking at Kansas City, what they have in the future. 3 games starting tomorrow. So the weekend series they've got against San Francisco. San Francisco played spoiler a little bit this week. Then they go on the road to finish the last 6 games at Washington and at Atlanta. That's not easy. And this is why it was important to sweep Kansas City, to try to reel them in, because you might be able to pass them. You might. But you got to be able to survive Baltimore. Survive Baltimore, and anything is possible.